Good morning. I do believe this is the first time I've started a live ready to go. Ready to go. So I'm so sorry for clearing my throat. Yeah. Um, there was so much to consider getting ready this morning to come and talk to you. But anyway, I'm here. And I actually have my little blankie here just in case I get cold, because it's become very evident to me that I have cold flashes. Not hot flashes. A little hot flash here and there, mostly cold, like freezing. And two, when they say hot flashes, they're minimizing what it really is like. It's not just hot flash. It's like you literally feel like you're in a furnace suddenly. So I'm curious. I already went on my channel a little bit and saw that we got a bunch of subscribers overnight. How exciting. I'm like, this is so fun to me. I was kind of wondering, like, what was I gonna do? I've done so many things in my life, and interestingly, I really didn't even do the things I wanted to do. And I'm kind of thinking once we get a little community developed here, we could have themed chats, like, and not just right here, migrate to another platform, and maybe I should start at another platform. I don't know. But having themed chats, and I think that mental health is super important, and I should actually put that in the description. Uh, that we could talk about different subjects, like specific things, like, for example, regret. I have an incredible amount of regret, and I know that's not healthy, but I do. I just, realize that there are certain times or things I could have done differently that would have changed my life for the better, you know? And my mom says, well, when we know better, we do better. But I do know better. That's what makes it even worse. So releasing, let's see, what did I say? My videos. I'm just going to add that hashtag to our live right now. Um, I'm going to do live, dog live instead of comedy. I'm going to put mental health. I chatter my teeth constantly. Got all these weird little things I do that run like you know how your computer just has things running when it boots up and you have to like go through and shut down all the stuff that's just running in the background and taking up memory and all that? I have a ton of stuff constantly running through the background. Gigi's here. I wonder if Gigi can answer the trivia question of what song is running through the background of my mind constantly all the time for the past maybe 5 years. So irritating. I need to extract it. Hi! I do have an extraction method for extracting a song when it gets stuck in your head, but we need some more people in the chat and some more thumbs up and likes before I can reveal how to extract a stuck song in your head or anything like that. It worked for me. I'll just wait to see if anybody really cares. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. So I have a little different camera angle today. I don't know how well it's going to work for me because I got to look up at you. But I could lower the legs here. I just wanted to start. Oh no, Gigi, that's not the song you want to have stuck in your head. Okay, everybody, we need to help Gigi get the song out of her head. If you don't know what song that is, I don't really think I should sing it for you because I don't want it to get stuck in your head. But hang on. Alexa, play the song Creep.
Creep by Radiohead on Amazon Music.
I'll only be able to play a little bit of it for. Actually, I don't know how it works for lives. Can you even hear that? It's beautiful, beautiful song. It really is. It is haunting. It's interesting. Do you want me to play that at your funeral? Sorry. I have a horrible sense of humor. Can you hear that? Alexa, stop. Even for live streams, because they don't replay. Well, whatever. That is a beautiful song. The song stuck in my head will get stuck in your head, though, if I tell you. Does the microphone sound okay? I've got it up against me today. I'm just going to lower you. This is actually, today is the first day I started, even though I started late. I started with everything in place. I mean, not that, I mean, I was running around. I had to change my shirt 50 times, and I could tell you all the reasons for that. One of them being static. I couldn't find my static guard. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I don't know if you saw the short that I put out last night. It's just a little short about getting more watch hours and stuff. I had a lot of fun making that actually. I used the editing software that's in the gimbal itself, and it was really fun. I really like it. It was good. It looks different than my other videos. I think that when you use different editing software, you edit differently, because there's different things available to you, music and effects and things like that. So that was a good time. But I did change the camera angle. And I'd like to lower the tripod. Oh, you saw it? Thank you. So I was analyzing my subscribers yesterday. And, I have 930 subscribers today. I'm so happy. But over the course of my channel, do you know how many subscribers I've lost? Like 250. Or 250 people were like, no, thanks. Lowering it a little bit. Okay, let me do that. It shouldn't take much to make this happen. So just hold tight. It's going to get a little bumpy for a second. Okay, buddy, you're a pig. Okay. Hold on. Oh, let's see. I'm going to go like this. I think I went like this. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, the gimbal turned itself off again. There we go. This gimbal is weird. It might go back. It turns itself off and it I just think it should be better. Certain things I can tolerate them not being as good as I want them to be, but not that. So whatever, that's a different camera angle. Oh, I was waiting for you to say something. Not really, but kind of. Alrighty. What's weird about doing these is that it takes me a little bit after we're done to get out of the mode of just talking to the air, basically. Like, I'll go do other things and I'll think that I'm supposed to be still talking. I need a new hair bonnet. My hair bonnet is really stretched out, and I actually pull it down to like here. But it's just made of the wrong material. It's just too hot, I think. But it really keeps my hair from getting munched up at night. And since I haven't been wearing it, my hair's getting all like matted. And this is a big part of the reason why I think my hair stayed the same length for a long, long time, is because I was wearing it in a ponytail a lot and breaking it, and to bed also, putting it in a high ponytail. And I think that was breaking off all these little things down here. And once I started being gentler with my hair, wrapping it up at night, not putting it in tight ponytails, and not cutting it constantly, it started growing. I mean, these things seem obvious, but you know what? When you have Dance Monkey running in the back of your head for 5 years, nothing is obvious anymore. Hey, hey, I never seen anybody do the deep with baby. Dance monkey, dance monkey, dance monkey, dance monkey. How would you like it? So I need to go extract that song from my automatic, like, load on start apps or programs in my brains. Isn't this a cute mug? It says dog mom. Really? Oh my gosh. Okay, but which one would you rather have stuck in your head, Dance Monkey or Creep? And caller number 3, we would love to know what song is stuck in your head. Leave it in the comments. If you're not subscribed, subscribe or like or comment or all of the above. No pressure, but I can't see any reason for not subscribing unless you're a creeper. Maybe an ex, maybe a hater. Come on in. Whoever you are. I'm just kidding. If I know you, I'm not kidding. If I don't know you, I'm totally kidding. Look at the top of my head and my roots. I'm not sure this is a good angle. I think I'm going to lower it just a little bit more. What do you think? Yeah? Oh. Yeah, do they just go around and sit around on live streams like the 87,000 insurance agents? Hold on. Uh-oh, what happened? Hold on, darling. What? Whoa, this leg is still too long. How's that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my bag of camera work. Okay, now. Come on, gimbal turned off again. I guess if you're not using it, it's just like, okay, well, never mind. Never mind then. That's better, I think. I kind of liked it when you were over there, though. Remember's a good boy. Because, you can't really see the DOGs. Right, Shadow? Right, Shadow? Is that right? Okay. We did get a new radio station here in Istanbul. Oh, no, that's where you live. It's called X. And it's really, really like a mix of like all my favorite music from the past 15 years, I guess. And it makes me wonder if someone, no, I can't see, if someone would be motivated to launch a radio station in a town where they have a big, huge factory. And then people living in that town who would be listening to that radio station at work and at home or on their drive or whatever. And then those advertisers, I just wonder if if that's, owning a media company, that seems like a good idea, doesn't it? Like if Elon Musk started a radio station, do you think that that's a worthy undertaking? Enterprise, it must be. Why would someone do that when they own Twitter, right? But I just find it interesting that the radio station is named X, and it has really good millennial music. I think it's probably Gen Z's made the music that I like because I don't know. Are millennials musical? No offense to millennials. I just don't know anything about their are they funny? I have no idea. So let's see what's going on in the news today, shall we? Here's my coffee with dogs right here. I'm going to put you in a separate window. When I put it in a smaller window, I should be able to scroll all the way down to the bottom. And I'm not able to. That's irritating. Excuse me. Because I need to know when someone comes on so I can tell them what we're doing here. Although it does say in the description. Okay, well, I'm just going to go over here and see what's going on. In YouTube news. Where'd it go? It doesn't give me. Doesn't give me why would they oh, is it eclipse day? There's the news tab. Is it eclipse day? It is. Oh, great. Okay. So we'll put coffee with dogs here. If I can see. Dang it. Why is it doing that? Technical difficulties. Production is just like that. But all I want, and I could see it yesterday, I don't know why I can't see it today, in a separate window over what I'm looking at on the side, the live stream so I can see, oh, there we go. How many people, like if someone comes on and I need to explain what's happening. There we go. That'll do right there. Boom. No, there we go. Right. Yeah, I didn't think we would really be able to see much of that eclipse here. Well, that's interesting. I missed an eclipse this summer, but I didn't realize I saw it until after it was over. I got up and it was, you know how when there's like a brush fire in Florida, the sky turns kind of eerie, weird looking. It was like that. And I was like, "Oh, weird, eerie." And it was coming into, I think, winter, or maybe it was after daylight savings or something. I was like, better get used to it. It's just going to be. And then I'm like, that's just weird. And I knew that something was off, but like I subconsciously rationalized it. But I noticed. And then I realized, oh, that was the eclipse. Don't let Joey look at it. Yeah, no, we're going to go open the sunroof in the car and look up at it. If we were meant to look at the eclipses, we would be born with eyelids that can protect our eyes from it while we look at it. I cannot believe my stomach is growling. I'll go until like 1 p.m. Well, maybe not that long before like my stomach, before I'm like, oh, I'm so hungry. But for some reason, as soon as I sit down here and start doing our live, I'm like, I'm starving. Look at this baby boy. Come here. You want to say hi to me? Oh, you give me kisses or you just want belly rubs? These dogs need their nails clipped so bad. I need to give what's it called? The what are those called? Dremel. Gimbal, Dremel. So the other day, okay, my microphone is still on. The other day, my mic did shut off at one point. I don't know if the battery died or oh, see the gimbal shut off again. That is so annoying. Although I guess it's trying to save battery, right? I mean, as long as it's holding the phone in the right position, I don't care. What do you think about people coming on and watching who aren't subscribed? Why are they watching? Oh my god. Yep, I'll be 74 almost. If I make it, my mouth, man, I gotta go get this figured out because apparently, since there's no one on, I'll tell you when you're. I learned this. So Sam on Starkey Farmstead was talking about her mouth. I guess one of the viewers was talking, and so she made a video about how she doesn't have any teeth, which I never knew. I did realize one time I can never see her teeth when she talks, but maybe that's why. Maybe that's just how she talks, and as she talks like that, she's been talking like that. I can't see her teeth. I don't know. I don't think about stuff like that. No, I don't think so. I have to post it afterwards. Anyway, so she talked about how her jaw and everything went necrotic and she had to have all of her teeth removed. And so I was looking it up last night and researching, and they're like, when you have pain for a couple days and then it goes away and you think it's getting better, it's dead and it's necrotic. Now, I don't know that that's happening to me or anything like that, but I need to make sure it doesn't, because then, I saw pictures where people, it's just like their whole jaw is has rotted. Yeah, it after the live, it's automatically private. I can make it public. And I did with a couple of them, but then a couple of them I deleted. For some reason, it was in like perpetual processing mode on my phone, and I deleted it, and now it's gone from here too, but whatever. Um, my point in some of the things that I'm doing is so that when you look at my page, there's a bunch of stuff that is consistency with the thumbnails, like the lives, like some of the dog training. It needs to look consistent a little bit because um, I'm putting together a pitch for a company to do a sponsorship because their own because they need it, basically, because they need it, and I have an important voice. So yeah, I heard Alexa told me that the dual action Advil stuff is shipping on auto ship pretty soon. Um, and then I got a notice that the car AT&T Wi-Fi renewed, so I need to check that out. But I haven't taken any for a few days, couple days. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but even breathing, I can feel this knot in my back. Just breathing. So when I think about teeth and I think about, I've been in pain for, God, I don't know, 25, 30 years now. Can I last another 50 years? Can I tolerate? Is it going to be another 50 years, or is there going to come a point where I'm like, I'm healed? Am I going to find the winning combination? Hydration, magnesium, vitamin D, grounding, fascia massager, salt baths, yoga. I mean, there's just a whole list of things that in theory I would be doing just to try to exist comfortably in my body. Which is fine if that's all I'm required to do, which if I lived in harmony with nature and like we're supposed to as animals, I guess besides gathering and maybe a little bit of hunting, I would be able to do. Right. Well, I know mentally for me, I need to get into nature soon. I'm just, um, I have my arm on a grounding mat right now, but I just miss nature so much. I really haven't I spent a little bit of time in nature, in your backyard, but it's hard in Florida because I wanna be on the ground, and you can't really do that in Florida. Um, Gigi. Psh, psh. How am I going to go hiking? With my walker? In a sled and let the dogs pull me? Funny, not funny. I would love to go hiking. I was hiking when I got injured the last time. I had to put on like 4 different shirts. It gets just so cold suddenly, so suddenly cold. Like, and to touch my arms, I keep telling Joey, feel me, feel me. Am I cold? Am I freezing? Because to my own touch, I'm freezing. It worked out pretty well last night, though. I did keep the heat at 67, which I mean, I love. Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Right now, it's 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, expect a high of 57 degrees.
Did you hear the temperature? It's 32 degrees. So I'm not going outside in the sun. It's not windy though. You should have seen it when I walked the dogs. The chemtrails were off the hook. They were just starting maybe like an hour before, maybe even less. And it was like just the beginnings, those big main streaks that they do. And there were 3 of them converging in one point, and like they're going to do a pie shape thing. And I know I've Googled this before many years ago. Where can I go where they just don't chemtrail? Anywhere? And I try to remember, as my girlfriend Kelly says, I try to remember to, instead of looking at them and feeling the energy, feeling the energy of anger, I try to blast them with love energy. At least do anything I can to reshape them molecularly or whatever, Dr. Emoto, to do that, to blast that energy onto them, the love energy, and see if, I will never know, but maybe, right? Maybe. God, I'm freezing now. So yeah, I put on different shirts, and I was gonna do. Sorry, is that messing with the microphone? I was gonna put on a sweatshirt, but I didn't. I was tired of doing these live streams in a sweatshirt. So then I put on a little bit of a prettier shirt, and in the dryer, my booby pads had fallen out of my bra, and it was staticky. And I didn't want to deal with that. I couldn't find my static guard immediately. And so anyway, I put my pads back in my bra, and I was going to put a sweatshirt back on or something like that. But then I thought, what about just a blanket, because I'm getting used to having to put something on and off and on and off and on and off. And it's hard to take on a sweatshirt on and off, even one that's a zipper you can open up and take your arms out. So I figured a blankie was probably the way to go. Because in just a second, actually, it seems like the freeze flashes take longer to get over than the hot flashes. I guess I'm not surprised that it would be a little bit opposite for me. Things seem to be opposite for me. I wonder if I went and lived in the Southern Hemisphere, if it would fix things. Why do we need Yellen to visit China? The fuck is she? I'm assuming you're aware that I used to stand in the mirror for hours and make faces at myself when I was little. The mirror that was on the back of my door. That was fun. That was a fun mirror. I mean, because you could move the door. Um, Go. You don't have to be here. Don't feel obligated. Thank you for being here if you're trying to help me grow my channel, but I'm here for other people. Thank you, though. Everyone say goodbye to Gigi. Bye, Gigi. No, I didn't freeze. I was just doing that. Bye. Oh, so you mean you're just gonna run along and leave yourself on the live chat. Okay. Yesterday I was getting really confused by that and I kept thinking I'm like talking to someone, but it's just Gigi. She's not paying attention anymore. No, I think my dogs do though. That's all that matters. That's all you can ask for is for your dogs to appreciate you because they will. Don't expect your cat to appreciate you though for a really long time. Okay.
And more on the eclipse, of course, throughout the day.
remember with half of this, it felt very viral. And I quickly learned that, one, I hated making tutorials, but two, tutorials are not great for building a core audience. There's not a lot of people who watch tutorials. Like, legit, here are the step by step, often you don't even see the person kind of tutorials for entertainment. You typically look up a tutorial when you need the information. You want to try that. So tutorials can go viral. They do all the time because a ton of people suddenly want to try that thing. Or, as was in this case, it just shows up on a bunch of people's homepages. They can also build huge numbers of views over time if they are something that people frequently look up. But it is really hard, at least from what I've seen, to have consistency on a tutorial only. I would not watch my own embroidery tutorials unless I just
Good morning, Donut Grammy Nation. Take like 57. Good morning, Donut Grammy Nation. Take like 57. Bloodbath. Yeah, that's more apropos. Doomsday wrote this in here. Solar eclipses. No, not solar. New York to New Jersey. No, it wasn't that amazing hockey game. It's birthday. I'll tell you, if you are a goat, I'll be over.
most businesses and humans struggle during recession. So we went out to find businesses that were recession resistant and ideally to find some really specific to you. That's what was on that means are there recession resistant businesses. You can start in 2024. You can win no matter what. If you're worried about what's coming and want to profit off of it, this video is for you. That's why I went to that.
There's a huge recession warning. Still have
Looks like you are right to be worried about failure, recession, and look at these numbers. Job openings. Sometimes I'll say stuff and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. When I'm editing, I just like see what it all meant.
Forget easy. Lynn is a serious filmmaker. Films are these raw, vulnerable journalists what it means to grow up. 500 they see my friend. Hey guys, he started making videos on the iPod. He films a film called Immaturity. Still extrapolating. To be honest, there's $15 sunlight here, and we see Orvis is a trained and so a new I think the color on this video took me like over 3 hours. I definitely think my lenses would be fine. It's insane that this exists on YouTube. I also bought a copy really dusty phone. Today, we will reverse engineer the phone to figure out how to put footage into something that feels like a we talked about the what footage. There was a project that was going to live through over a year. And basically was just kind of showing the human was life. Because I went through something really difficult. beginning of last year. I just changed my life, so I had this kind of contrast. This is very possible. Everything was about I learned nothing in life. This is insane. This is insane that this exists on YouTube. It's so different from everything else. It's so patient, the color correction is beautiful, the sound design is incredible. I don't know, I think a lot of it is intuition, like even I don't really even know why I'm ready. Why is this thing around? A lot of times I'll say stuff and I don't know what I'm gonna do with it until get like a little nerdy and like the sound design. And it seems like a lot of your stuff there's like a low pass filter on production dialogue and audio and like joyful experiences. And that feels like incredibly cinematic. That's something that just happens like through a microphone that's under a suitcase or something, or you actually like muffling the audio and post production. I do muffle it a lot. That's one of my favorite things to do with like sound design and then kind of get like a nostalgic feeling. It really makes it feel old and nostalgic and like something that happened a long time ago. And it makes it feel like a memory. Yeah. Okay, so that's very intentional. Yeah, I try to like the audio in this clip is not actually audio from this clip, if that makes sense. It's just kind of a mix of all a bunch of different audio. And it's just I feel like it's like intuition. Like I don't even understand why one of us has to have like laughing over it, but it just feels right. Yeah, it's this wonderful mix of like really sad things, like that choral track that's playing in the background as well. And then also the laughter is really like kind of like shocked, like clearly it's like really funny. Then the way it's shot, like the silhouetted background, feels very dark and dramatic. Just all adds up to this like very complex feeling. I almost like imagine you editing this like in a dark room by yourself, just in your zone, just like watching until you get just the feeling that you want. That's what it feels like as somebody making these moments exactly what it feels like to you. Yeah, definitely a lot of like how you just spent alone like into your head, self-isolation, not action.
My stomach's growling.
I see every day more and more people. How would you like to do the simple selfie like this? Turn it into a stunning personal brand photo. Way better, way cheaper. But I see every day more and more people trying their hand at this. My first video 10 years ago. It really helped change my life. There's a lot of advice out there on the topic, but today I wanted to share some of my journaling over the years, things I found is useful.
I'll be right back. Stay, dogs. Stay, dogs. Stay.
They don't really know what to make videos about. Ultras can definitely be successful. You're one of those people that doesn't really know what to make about. forward to finding what people are actually searching for. This, I can believe I'm putting this in this video because I low-key want to keep this information to myself. I'm just gonna share it anyway. Okay, so what you want to do is open an incognito browser on YouTube. Sounds what we're gonna do is really sketchy. It's not. Then you simply go on YouTube, type in how to, and you will see everything people are searching for. So this list is changing all the time by what is trending. But I'm just surprised by what I found. How to draw, how to make French toast. Things that I had no idea people were searching for at all. This is how I very first started making videos, just doing different tutorials. I wasn't even necessarily good at these things. But when you start from scratch, you can see I'm actually good at that. And from there, I've changed my channel quite a bit to the point that I can. Okay, but just because a lot of people are searching for French toast doesn't mean that you need to make a video about French toast. You can see what's trending within any topic that interests you. So, for example, let's say you want to start a gardening channel. If we type in how to plant, then we're going to see everything people are searching for in this category. So rather than guessing and making a video that no one's really interested in, you can see that what people are actually searching for is how to plant potatoes. Surprising. You can take this technique and apply it to any niche on YouTube. There's no rule saying you have to stick within one category of videos you're making. If anything, I find that really will kill your motivation because you will burn out, like you will get sick of that. So it's good to introduce some new styles and like get creative, try new things, like all of that is good. If a video doesn't do well, like it's fine, you can make another the next week. The next secret that a lot of YouTubers won't tell you is that many of them don't actually edit their own videos. A lot of YouTubers, both big and small channels, hire someone else to edit. If you've ever made a video yourself, I'm sure you very quickly found that editing is really time consuming. Usually the most time consuming parts of my process. And the reality is, if you have a full-time job, you may not have time to edit. That's why a lot of YouTubers are full-time YouTubers. It's the editing that takes forever. A great place to find an editor is on Fiverr. There are editors in all different price ranges, and since editing is remote, you can hire someone from anywhere. They can do anything from a basic cut to animations and cool intro sequences. A lot of the things you see in this video I actually hired from Fiverr. These whiteboard animations were all from Fiverr, and so was this really cool new intro graphic I had made. I love it. I think it looks so professional. I don't know how people make these kinds of animations, and I know it took me forever to figure it out, so I was happy to just hire someone to do it. Fiverr has thousands of freelancers to look through. You have to post your own request with exactly what you want. You can hire people for specific things like animations, or you can hire them to edit the entire video for you so you don't have to touch a thing. You could even hire someone to do an entire voiceover for you like this one.
You're watching Shelby Church. Doesn't that sound cool? Like a movie trailer? Anyway, they basically hire out nearly anything you need for the process of post-production on Fiverr.
Isn't that guy's voice so cool though? There are full YouTube channels where the person making the video isn't on camera at all and hires someone else to do the voiceover. A lot of those top 10 channels or compilation videos, they're hiring that out. And to show you guys another example of what you can get, I hired someone to do a 30-second intro sequence. Fiverr actually makes this very easy to do because you can pick where in the world you want your editor to be from. I know a lot of people do that are daily vloggers because it's really the quickest and most efficient way to get your vlog up the next day. Really the awesome thing about Fiverr is you can get things done fast. You skip that whole process of negotiating the price and all of that. It's all up front and it's a one-click buy. So you can get everything ready to go as quickly as you want. They also have express delivery, so they can do it within 24 hours. You just check that filter and you'll find all the sellers that can return something within a day. And I actually did a couple of these, and and YouTube services. So they have a ton of freelancers that do editing, but they even have different things beyond that. I'm actually going to hire a Fiverr freelancer to write a video concept for me, and then I have to do the video, no matter what it is. So stay tuned for that video coming soon. Maybe that's something that's helpful if you don't really know what to make videos about. You can hire someone to write a concept for you, and then you could go film it. Another thing I won't tell you is that the thumbnail is the most important part of your video in terms of actually getting some views. It's so important. I actually think it's more important than the title of the video is the thumbnail. Think of your thumbnail like a movie poster or a movie trailer. Like it is to be taken seriously. Like I'll have a full-on photo shoot for my thumbnails. The worst thing you can do is, forget that thumbnail and just take a screenshot from a video. We've all done it. Those videos never do that well. What you want to do is plan out your thumbnail before you even start shooting the video. Know exactly what it's going to look like. So I'll usually just sketch out how I want it to look on a piece of paper before I even go to make the video. You don't have to be good at drawing. Mine are like little stick figures, but it gets the idea of what you're going to do. And you can do some trial and error, show it to some people, see what they think before you spend all the time actually making the thumbnail. They can take a while to edit, and that's okay. Like, I don't think it's a waste of time to spend time making a thumbnail. This is another really great thing to hire out, though. A lot of YouTubers hire people to make their thumbnails. I know a lot of big YouTubers will have a day where they'll just take thumbnail photos that they can send to an editor to then edit to whatever video it is. There's a few things I've picked up over the years that will lead to a good thumbnail. You don't want it to be overly clickbaity. When it's too clickbait looking to the point where it doesn't even look real, people just know it's fake. That used to maybe work, but not so much anymore. You want your thumbnail to look realistic, almost as if it is a screenshot from the video, but it doesn't have to be. You just want it to look like it is. It helps to act out something you're doing in the video. You don't want to just like stand there smiling. Here's a little behind the scenes of some of the thumbnails I've made. So you can see with this one, I straight up drove to an empty parking lot and took these photos. It took a couple hours out of my day, but I think it was totally worth it. With this one, I rearranged my entire office just for the thumbnail. And I'll usually do several takes and angles before I find the best one. Again, this is a little more time consuming than you might expect. It can really be the difference between getting, a couple hundred views and a couple 100,000 views. One thing people don't really talk about that I know does really well is you want your thumbnail to have something intriguing about it. So all of these thumbnails have something intriguing about them that make you want to click on them. There's a little mystery, especially with this Amazon one. And I found that all of these thumbnails did especially well. This is another thing since it's pretty time consuming. You can hire someone on Fiverr to do, especially because Photoshop is a whole different skill set than video editing. And there's a ton of very skilled photo editors for actually not too bad of a price on Fiverr. So I paid this Fiverr seller $25 and he made me these 3 thumbnails and I think he really did a good job. I like how the text is behind me. I think these are good. They're not too clickbaity. They still look realistic, so I think these are great thumbnails. When you're watching a YouTube video, a lot of times it looks like people are just talking off the top of their head. And sometimes they are. But what a lot of people won't tell you is that they actually do have some kind of notes on what they're going to say. And also that their first few videos are probably really awkward. Being on camera is not really a natural thing to anyone. No one is born, being on camera. When I'm going to make a video, I'll usually flesh out what I want to say so that's more organized and I don't forget anything. There's really nothing wrong with doing this. I think it will make you sound a lot more well spoken. I'll usually write out some notes, and in doing this, I'll come up with even more ideas for my videos. And I'll stay on track and not go off on a bunch of random tangents. You want to write down some points, a few notes of where you're going to go in your video if you're doing a talk through, but you don't want it to be like you're reading off a teleprompter. With best YouTubers, it feels like you're talking to a friend. It doesn't feel like the news where you're reading fully off a script. You want it to be like a little conversational. You might think it's too late for you to start a YouTube channel, but I'm telling you, people have been saying that for years, like since I started 10 years ago. So it's not too late for you to start a YouTube channel. And a lot of ways, it's a better time than ever because there's so much information on how to start a YouTube channel. I see people every day that have 1 million subscribers, channels I've never even heard of. Like, there's room for so many people to be successful on this platform, not just a few people. All right, I really hope this video was helpful for you guys. I'll link down below 5 over, I will link down the freelancers that I hired to help this video. If you guys want to check those ones out, there's so many, like thousands on Fiverr. So definitely check it out. Comment down below if you guys still have any other questions about how to start a channel. And yeah, hopefully this was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Number one reason that business owners should start creating content is that if they see their business as a product and they market it by creating content, then they will get a lot more out of something that already exists.
Layla Hermosi is an entrepreneur, content creator, bringing some incredible content to YouTube.
She's worth over $100 million. The CEO of acquisition.com, running a portfolio of over 60 companies, doing over $200 million a year in revenue.
I have talked to a lot of really big creators. They didn't get into content to be a business owner. They got into content because they like making content. And they should say, hey, you know what? Instead of getting really good at doing all this business stuff, why don't I just get really good at finding one partner? The more that I work on myself and I'm proud of who I am, the better I will show up in content because I'm proud to make the content and I'm proud of who I am.
What is the number one lesson you've learned over the last year about creating successful content? And hey, heads up. This podcast has some adult language in it, so if you have any little ones around, just want to give you notice as we get into this life-changing content. Here we go. Welcome back to the Big Media Podcast. The Layla Hermosi is on today talking about her $100 million and beyond content strategy. What if your content sucks? How do you fix it? And what if you're a busy entrepreneur? How do you maximize your time, tap into all the stuff you got to get done, and build your personal brand, all the content stuff? 282,000 subscribers on your channel, Layla. 5.4 million views in just the last 30 days. And what's kind of cool is we talked to Heather like a year ago or two, and so your growth has just continued to multiply. What is the number one lesson you've learned over the last year about creating successful content?
You know, it's funny. I look back at, like, I think a lot of the times, especially with content, I find myself wanting to change a lot because just like, it's funny. It's like almost, I forget the same principles of business and other areas of life. Sometimes I don't apply them to content, which is probably the newer thing for me. But if I look back, it's really consistency of just showing up and sticking with the plan because I don't think that I realized the amount of skills that I was going to pick up if I just stuck with it. Like my ability to articulate things, my ability to understand when somebody's asking me a question, what they actually want to get out of me, my ability to build rapport with an interviewer, my ability to know what kind of content is going to do well on Twitter versus LinkedIn versus YouTube. Not saying I've mastered those things, but I think that just doing it and sticking with the plan that I have, getting to doing content no matter what the result, has yielded me more returns than any like strategic change that I have made. Just continuing to use the feedback from the content, how I feel about the content, watching myself in the content to apply to the next time, and then do a little bit better, like 1% better every time.
What's the untold weight of being consistent in content and the practical day-to-day that people wouldn't understand that you carry? And I would mean like you wake up in the morning on a shoot day. Is there anything rushing through your head like self-doubt? Or is there anything rushing through your head of like, you maybe can do the ops CEO stuff because you built that muscle, but to be consistent, the resistance you have to overcome, what's the emotional pressure?
Honestly, like what really happens is that most of the time when I have a shoot day, something in the business blows up. Like we joke that it's like, oh, did something, and it's like the amount of times, like, I mean, you know, we have a portfolio with all these businesses, like 2 shoots in a row, something, I get a text like 10 minutes before I'm going in, some huge legal thing, right? And I'm just like, oh. And all I want to do is cancel the shoot and just go handle it. You know, I had another shoot day where, you know, I had a huge employee issue happen like 20 minutes before the shoot. And I was like, and it's somebody's reports. I need to handle it. But I couldn't. And so it's like I had to send somebody else to do their best. And so what it is that when you're actually running the business and then you've got to go make content, go on a podcast, speak on stage, whatever it may be, it's that there are things happening and you are completely aware of them. And you really just want to cancel what you've got in front of you to go handle them. The thing is that if you did that every time, you would never make any fucking content. And so that's what I have found is that in the beginning, like the very beginning, I did cancel content consistently because of these things happening until I realized that it's never going to stop happening. And if anything, these things are only going to get stronger because our business is growing quickly. And so there are more things happening. There are more, obviously, like fires that I have to put out because I think I look at a CEO as chief firefighter.
Stay. I'll be right back. I just have to go pee pee. Stay right there. Stay there.
And so I just have to learn how to be patient, which is, in my opinion, knowing what to do in the meantime, which is just go all in on the content and put so into what I'm doing that I forget about the fire that's burning. You know what I'm saying?
Always had the mental toughness to perform under pressure, or was there a particular time in your life when you didn't? How did you grow it?
I think that I have had the ability to remain poised when there's a lot of shit happening and when I'm stressed. And I think that I've gotten a lot of that practice through running the business and showing up on a meeting with hundreds of employees and remaining poised and not letting them see how stressed I am because I can say I'm stressed, but I don't need to show it. And so I think that has translated over, but it was slowly off. And I think because when your skill of being on camera, working off whether it's a script or it's ad hoc or whatever is low, then it kind of affects your ability to hone in on other skills at the same time because you're paying so much more attention to the skill that is low that it's hard to also recruit these other skills from a different area that can transfer. So I don't think I was particularly good at it at the beginning. I think that I could watch a video and be like, it's clear that I do not want to be making this video. It's clear that I'm stressed in this video. It's clear that I think if you look at my early shorts, for example, like I did not want to be making that content. I was like, let me get 100 shorts in one day and let me get the fuck out of here. And so I think that now I've really leaned into probably just using it as an opportunity to do something that I'm proud of after. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm going to be super stoked that I hit every single thing perfectly.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm just sitting here going through some research for a project I'm working on. If you'd like to chat and you're not subscribed, just subscribe and in 5 minutes you'll be able to chat. Oh, my nose. I've got a lot of grounds in the bottom of my coffee. Look at that. Oh, you can't see it. I make cold brew. Oh my God, my nose itches so bad suddenly. I make cold brew in a glass thing with a mesh strainer. And the coffee gets through the strainer. I don't mind, it settles to the bottom. What really bothers me is when there's just coffee grounds all over the place. That bugs me. I like Keurigs for that reason, but I don't use a Keurig. What are you up to today? So I've got a big project I'm working on based on the success of this channel, actually, which is kind of fun. We're growing, right, Buddy and Shadow? There's Shadow. Hi, Shadow. But I've done a lot of research for this project, and once it's done, I will reveal it to the world. Yeah, I think I'm going to watch this again. I'm just learning how to get sponsors. Small channels like mine, like theirs, like ours, can get sponsorships. And I'm just going to the actual companies that I actually use, where I see that I, as a content creator, could fill in some gaps in their content. I don't know, he's got a little, can you see that? Like a little bump. And I don't know if he got bit by a spider. It's been there for a while. It doesn't really seem to be going away. I don't know if I need to put some kind of I don't know. Sometimes they play rough when I'm not around, I think, and end up with little wounds if they play too rough together. It's hard to see on Shadow because his fur is so dark, but on Buddy, I can see if he's got like a little red spot or something. Maybe they were playing hard and he got nicked. I personally do not allow my dogs to play super rough, like as rough as they would want to if I didn't stop them. There's a limit, just like with kids. And it's not so much that I'm worried about them getting hurt. I just don't want them to translate that behavior into social situations. And I have seen that sometimes come out in when we occasionally socialize with other dogs at the dog park, at our private dog park. Um, I've seen that, and so I like to put the kibosh on that. But he's got a little something on his ear. I'm just going to monitor. I don't know. Right, baby? Right, good boy? Yes, you're such a good boy. You want to come here? Let me put my legs out. There you go. Come here. Oh, come here so I can give you pets. Come here. Hey. See, he's got a little something there. I don't know if he's getting bit by spiders or if he's, because we get like spider hatches, and I try not to bug bum my place, but last year I got bit a couple of times and it was just a really bad experience. I didn't like it, so I did get some bombs. And we've seen a couple of spiders. Now I guess would be the time when they're hatching. I'm just trying to wait, I guess. But I can't tell. Come here, let me see. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yep. Oh. Hey. Up, around, up, up. I want your little pretty little cuteness right here. Do a circle about. Oh, there you go. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Let me see you. Hold still. Yeah, see, that could be a spider bite. I don't think it's the wolf spiders. I think it's the other spiders. The little tiny ones with the skinny legs. He's a good boy, right? Shadow's ears look pretty good, huh? They really do need a spa day, though. Both of them need nails, teeth, brushed, bathed, ears. Oh, you got a hair going right in your eye. There you go. Okay. Okay, good boy. I love my puppies. What are you doing? Not sure who's on with me, but if you're a subscriber, drop in the chat. If not, subscribe. And in 5 minutes, then you'll be able to chat. If not, that's fine. You can just have me in your space if you want, but definitely share. This live chat sort of started for people. I think there's more and more people these days who are isolated and lonely. And, I sit here in the mornings with my dogs and have coffee and invite anyone to just drop in and just be with us, basically. They don't have to say anything. You don't have to chat or comment if you don't want to. But definitely this is for, just mental health. So spread the word. If you know someone maybe elderly, disabled, who knows? There's a lot of different situations that can make people feel isolated. They might even not be physically isolated, but sometimes people get in relationships where they end up isolated for a variety of reasons. So here's that space. Okay. Right, Shadow? Woo, 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 woo. Roof. Roof. Woof, woof. It's been so cold that I haven't taken them out to play too much. It warmed up and they got to go out for a few days. They're really happy about that because it's, fun. But when it's cold like this, it's breezy. It's not windy, but it's shocking how cold it gets when you put the cold on top of the wind on top of the cold, or even when it starts to warm up and then it gets windy, it's just cold again. It's so cold, right? Woof. Woof. He's a good boy. Kisses. Mwah. Kisses. Kisses. Mwah. I don't get kisses, I guess. Do you have dogs? I think I say that word oddly. Dog. Do you have dogs? Do you have dags? I mean, if not, you can share mine with me. Right? I will share with you. Ooh, it made me itchy. Brr. Brr. He's a good boy. Oh, did that mess up the microphone? Thank you. Pretty kisses. He get good kisses. I try to secretly wipe them off, but I don't think that he cares. I don't think he has any clue what I'm doing. I just don't like having dog spit or any on myself. It's not my favorite. What's your favorite? Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Right now, it's 42 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, it warmed up.
Today, expect a high of 57 degrees.
It was 29. 29? It was 29 when I took them out this morning at 7:30. So what I'm learning how to do as our channel is growing is learning how to acquire sponsors. And I have one in mind that I'm working on now. Working on putting together a good pitch deck. I guess that's what it's called. It's the samples of what I can do. But I mean, that's my page, right? So I've been trying to make the page look consistent with good thumbnails and la la la. Whether or not I'm achieving that, I mean, kind of when I step back, it looks like I am. I post like every day. I do the live. I started last week, and then I post them at least one short, usually a day. There have been times when I've gone 2 days without posting, but usually I have things scheduled, or I just pop up some shorts real quick. Because I know that you're supposed to post at the same time, like be consistent. So I'm inconsistent as far as what time I post usually, unless I schedule stuff, but I'm consistent in that I post. It's fun for me. I crack up. I go back and watch the videos and crack up. I don't know if I'm just stupid. I do, man. I crack up at myself too. And I really didn't want to be in a talking head video. I did a channel where I was talking about being on the spectrum or whatever, and I found I really don't like it. The lives don't bother me, But that's because I'm presuming I'm talking to someone. Whereas in the video, when I'm recording a video, instructionally, maybe I just need to get more comfortable with it or something. It just seems weird to me. I didn't like talking about that topic either. But I do like, I guess I realized that I don't need to come across any certain kind of way. And in just doing it and allowing my own personality to come back out. Because I used to make MySpace videos. And they were like little comedy shorts. And it was comedy shorts just because that's how it ended up. It wasn't how I started out. So I've realized that my two main genres of interest are comedy and dog. So I guess all that really matters is that I crack myself up, because that's all you can really do, right? See, I am scheduled until like the 11th, no, the 10th. It's today, the 8th. So I have 2 videos going out every day until the 10th. On the 10th, there's 2, so I need to make more for the 11th and moving forward. And I'm still working on a longer video, which is still only 5 minutes, but I'm still working. I've got to go get the content for the rest of it in more like a busy place. But I didn't really want to take the dog out into a busy place. I just haven't felt like it because it's been cold, and I've got to. It's just, I mean, it's a lot actually. The shooting, especially, just kind of being new creators. Either I'm going to do it by myself, or I'm going to employ my son. And either way, it's just, you just hope you get some good footage you can use. There have been some videos that I've posted where it was like, I don't know why it was so low quality video, but I used it anyway just for a little bit, and I'll reshoot that and try to drop new footage into the longer video I'm making. But the long form videos, I see now why people take a week or a month to make those videos, depending on how long they are, because it takes a lot of time and planning and then shooting and then editing. And what really takes the longest amount of time is just all of the stuff it takes to make production move forward, because it can be any kind of little thing. Like I sat down and I was ready to shoot, and I look at my phone and it's got like 10% battery. Luckily, the microphone jack that's in the end of the phone right there, I can plug my power into. So I went and got my cable. But before that last thing, it was 20 things before that where I'm like, oops, this, oops, that. Oh, okay, now this, and okay, now that. Before I could just sit down and chat with you. And even then, once I started chatting with you, it was like this. And even then, once I started chatting, it was like that. And even then, once I started chatting, it was like that. Anyway, it was an echo. And there's just so much that goes into production. So I guess I didn't realize that I was actually giving myself a new career path, basically. When I started doing these YouTubes, I was just like, oh, I'll just put up some YouTubes and make these channels. Well, you can do that. But then I saw the dog channel really taking off because I put up a different channel, completely different. And I put a lot of work into it, and nobody cared. Maybe one day someone will click on it and one of those videos will take off and the channel will start to grow. But for now, it's just going to sit there because I was not having that much fun making the content. And any creator will tell you how to make videos about stuff you really enjoy. So I took things that are just native to my life, which is coffee in the morning with my dogs, hence this, and my YouTube, therefore my live on YouTube in the morning with coffee with dogs. So I already do these things. It's not hard to integrate into my life. And then making the videos are things that I already do, except for taking the dogs in public spaces. And I used to all the time. They would go everywhere with me. At least one dog would go with me wherever I went. But when I started back driving clients in my car, I can't have dog hair in my car. So it's been over a year since I've been able to take my dogs anywhere. And I just took them somewhere a couple of times the other day. They were so happy, and it was so nice to be able to travel again with my dogs. So I need to take them out. And then I feel bad when I only take one dog. I feel bad. So maybe I'll take both dogs and just park them and then do videos with both dogs doing the same thing. So there's a little variety there. Because I need to show handling them in public spaces. They're both service animals. They haven't been worked in public in over a year. They were worked very heavily in public for a month or two, just before kind of going into a sabbatical for the past year. And they're very, very good. Like they're 90% good. I guess, which is all you can really ask from anyone. I do recognize now breed matters. If you are going to get a public access service animal, regardless of whether it's for mobility or alert dog or whatever kind of dog, breed matters. And I was in a frame of mind where, you don't want to be buying dogs from puppy mills or breeders or whatever. Well, you know what? That is very true for people if they want a pet, and then they can research the breed specific behaviors of the pet and make sure it fits within their lifestyle, size, and temperament. And, Shadow over here is part Pyrenees, and he wants to guard the perimeter, and he likes to charge up and rah, 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 rah. Well, that's not good service dog behavior. Luckily, that doesn't happen often. Like I said, he's 90% good. But I didn't realize how, he needs to do it. It's in his nature. So in picking again, I wouldn't have picked this. I didn't realize how breed specific behaviors were, because previously I had 2 labs and they were just so easy that I thought all dogs were kind of easy, which was very naive. I just thought that's dogs. The way those retrievers were, that's dogs. No, that's retrievers. And that's easy, and that's what I like. These dogs are a little more difficult. Buddy is not. He's part border. Well, so is Shadow part border collie, but Buddy expresses the border collie personality, and he is not an alpha. He was neutered earlier. He's not always on like high alert, looking. But he's also much less trained for service, but he's really good at it because he trained right alongside Shadow, who's had tons and tons and tons of training in class and just in life. Right, Shadow? But breed matters, breed specific behaviors. Next time, assuming that in another 7 to 10 years, I don't know how long he'll live. He's pretty big. I don't know. That I would need or want another service animal for mobility, for balance, for momentum, things like that. Probably would just go ahead and get a chocolate lab. I don't know between golden retriever and chocolate or lab in general. I really like retrievers. The golden retrievers, they're fine. They're cool. I have no problems with them. I do like the retriever appearance better. Not crazy about the long hair. It doesn't matter, I guess, right? It certainly doesn't. But they're more cut out for just being focused on their owner. Golden retrievers aren't going to go try to guard the perimeter. Although I do like having a guard dog. It's nice. What time is it? Oh, we've got 5 minutes because I'm starving. Oh, my microphone's still on? Show no views. Well, thank you for being here, whoever you are. Please like and subscribe and share with someone who might need to come on and chat and be in a safe space to just talk about whatever. There's lots of people who are lonely and isolated out there. And there's people who maybe have something that they'd like to discuss kind of anonymously and they can't talk to the people closest to them. Sometimes it's like that, you know? Sometimes it's like that. You don't want to go get a therapist because then it's all like formal and you just want some people to bounce ideas off of or get some advice.